In this video I'm going to be testing the robustness with boundary, invalid and erroneous data using all of these tests. So the first one is a password presence check. So if I load up my game and it asks for a password, so if I create an account, I just call it presence check. So if I just enter nothing here, it says please try again, password must be between 4 and 12 characters. So you can't have nothing as a password. If the password is too long, so this is my example, if I just copy and paste this. If I do that, it's too long, again, must be between 4 and 12 characters, so it won't work. Password is too short, if I just write the word test. Oh wait, that is between 4 and 12 characters. Let me try that again. So test is between 4 and 12 characters. If I just do TES, which isn't, it will say, well, it won't say it's too short, but it will let you know that has to be between 4 and 12 characters. Let me just update that. For the boundary data, this should have 12 characters. So it is between 4 and 12, but it's just on the edge. So if I enter this, that will work. It says please proceed to the game window, and the game opens. Not logging into a real account, so if I log in with test as the username and not p-word as my password, it will say the username or password was incorrect. For another invalid data input, if I put the right username but the wrong password, that won't work either. So this is my list of current users. If I do the right username, so Isaac, but the wrong password, it'll say the username or password was incorrect. Then if I do the wrong username, but then the correct password, it will again say the username or password was incorrect. If I input an integer to the password system, like 5, so if I create an account, and then I input my password as the number 5, there won't be an error because it reads this as a string. If I try to break the game by just pressing random keys during gameplay, so I'll press Z, P and open square bracket. So I'll press Z, I'll press P, I'll press open square bracket. I'm just going to press loads of keys. Nothing happens unless you press an intended key, because it's not checking if you're not pressing those keys, it's only checking if you are pressing the intended keys. Getting a lower score to see if it updates. So if the depth is less than the top depth, then, and I exit, then nothing should change. So if I sign into my account, and my top depth, if I make this 370, and I close the game, top depth will be 370, which you can see there. So if I run this, sign into same account, it says your current score 370. So on this run, my top depth is 0. So if I just take 220, which is less than 370, and close this, you'll see that my top score is still 370 and it hasn't updated. Trying to buy an item without enough money. I actually tried this in the previous video, but I'll show it again just to make sure. So I have 0 money. If I go into the shop, it costs 3. Touching it, I can't buy it.